Nowadays, every business run on document. Every business have must need documentation. I personally know it. I run a SaaS company called Denvar AI. In the my business as well, it have a documentation process. Can be annual report, proposal, contract, legal report, legal policies, company policies, can be anything. Surprisingly, this documentation process in the businesses still broken in this 2026. AI era still broken. So first, my name is Sonal Tilakaratne, leader from the team Denver in the NeuroX sector. Let's imagine you are a consultant working under the consulting company or consultant who run a consulting business. You get in a new client and you want to create a proposal for that client. So what you're gonna do? You go into your laptop and open it and find previous written proposal to get inspiration. Then go into Google and doing some kind of a research to getting help to write this your proposal. Then go to the ChatGPT and explain everything, every shitty thing about your business to ChatGPT because doesn't know about your business. So you want to feed it. Then you copy once ChatGPT answers it, you need to copy and paste it into Word. Then you face the most frustrating thing called manual formatting because now you have a broken report, so you need to make it perfect with the perfect formatting and fixing everything manually. Then you repeated same cycle every time you wanted to write your documentation in your business. This one process show the major four problem in the documentation process. Number one is juggling between tools. People are using 4 to 6 tools per document when they're creating a documentation. Actually in the business, juggling is a waste of time. People are spending more time on juggling tools than writing. So we definitely use AI when we writing on the document. So if you're writing with AI, Word doesn't have inside internal AI agent. So you need to go to the external tool like ChatGPT or Claude and write your context and copy the content and paste it. You have to juggle between Google, ChatGPT, Claude, and again Word, then again to Google, again ChatGPT. You have to juggle between total. And you are wasting time on the juggling than writing. The other one is the second problem. The ChatGPT Claude-like tool doesn't remember. It doesn't have dedicated remember to remember your business detail. You have to explain every time and you have to feed your document. It doesn't remember your past proposal. It doesn't remember your past documents that related to your business. You have to explain and you need to feed every time when you're writing a new document. That's a huge cost. Then editing. Editing a document is a full-time job. If you're not a pro in the process, the word writing process, you have to do it manually. If you're not a pro, you're getting very frustration when you're using to Word to editing your document and format your document manually. It's a hard job. The fourth one is every business document include some kind of a valuable business knowledge that actually help you to create next document better. But in the Word, like tool, when you close your file, it disappears. It's already gone. It doesn't remember and it doesn't help you to create your next document much better than to do. And this prove businesses are wasting much more time on the wasting things like time wasting things like documentation instead of focusing actually valuable things that help them to build their business. So that's why we build a Yenin AI. A Yenin AI is a platform. A Yenin AI is the AI document builder that actually help businesses to make their documentation process much faster and easier. So instead of juggling between tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and writing in Word, copy pasting, everything happened in one workspace instead of juggling between tools. To explain this process, I use the same example as before. So imagine you are a consultant. So you have a client, you have to write a proposal for your client. Then instead of going to ChatGPT and Claude and copy pasting into Word, now we're using Yenin AI. Yenin AI, and look to Yenin AI, and you type something like, I want to create this kind of a document and explain what you want. Simple prompt. Then, same as it's first analyze your goal. With a single request, Yenin AI understand what you want. Then it is structure the document. Then Yenin AI have a brain that is to your past proposal, your company detail, that you can feed your company detail and your past proposal. So if you retrieve those kind of information, then it analyze those things and completely generate your first draft of the structure. So now all good. Now your first draft in the live editor. So now this is the editing part of your product. Right. The document is live on your canvas. Then from that point, I don't going to you don't have to use the complex ribbon things, the ribbon tools like table. Now you're going to chat with naturally the agent and asking something like rewrite this section, add this table, just natural chat, and the AI will do whatever you ask into your document. This is the same experience like a lovable and working with the cursor. It's the same experience like you are building a software with cursor. You explain to cursor, I want this feature, I want to remove this feature, something like that. The same concept in the Yenin AI, I want to replace this phrases, I want to remove this table, I want to add this table, I want to make all the headings bold. You can simply chatting with the AI like that, and you can do whatever you want for your document by naturally typing with the AI. As I requested, in the phase 2, we are planning to build the co-agent and also including agent orchestra and also memory brain on the Yenin AI and also intelligent document editing. And end of the hackathon period, the time period, the 1 week period, we are plan to build a full working product at the end of the hackathon. Finally, we are finding this competition via our NSBM group, batch group, and we hear that and we are joined the hackathon. And also, we and our teammate think about this hackathon. This is a good chance for the actually builders and validate our product and validate our ideas and try our ideas and new ideas in the process. And actually, very good about as a very good event. So we are allowed to be a part of it. That. So thank you very much.